What's up, y'all? Sawtooth Dave here. Feel like a ZT day. You know how it is sometimes. Sit at the house, break out your knife collection, start playing with them all. Anyway, buddy Jake, let me borrow this little 808. I never had an 808. I figured I'd just check it out. Quick thoughts on this. I'm gonna do a video today pretty much about small to me, chunkier knives. The ones that I use is kind of more, well, I wouldn't say secondary, but more or less secondary. Like, I like a bigger knife. You know, it also depends on the task that I'm doing, what knife I choose, just like probably the rest of you. But anyhow, if y'all stick to the end of this, there'll be something cool. Everybody that actually watches this to the end, there's something cool for you, trust me. All right. All right, so anyway, this little 808, it's actually, for as small as it is, it's just definitely, well, first of all, let's just say it's definitely not my style of knife. It's small this way, but it is kind of still on the old ZT, chunky, no relief, and the titanium, like no pocketed stuff on the inside. Like it's full tie. There's no bullshit on the inside. And the people who like the light and titanium stuff, you know, well, you probably don't watch my channel, one, and two, to me, like, I don't know, relating to maybe like guitar playing. So, you know, guitar resonates, feels differently. Hollow body versus solid body, you know, the type of wood it's made out of, they all feel different, right? Well, same thing with this. Like, it has a good feel to it, so it still feels like a ZT. It's just a little bit small, a little bit on the daintier side. But Jake, thanks for letting me check it out, bro. It's a cool knife to let me check it out. On that same line of small and dainty, I'm gonna get to the chunky ones in a second. This guy right here, I don't even know what the fuck number this is. This is one of the Cinovich's designs, which is kind of ironic that it's got the American flag on it, but what is this? Shit, I should bring my glasses out when I do this. 462. Something else after that, but the 462. So it's a big, long, I don't know, for lack of a better term, banana dick fucking knife. I don't know. I never really liked the way these things look. Once I got it in hand, it's kind of, I actually kind of like it. Kind of grows on you. But definitely, motherfucker, that so much just bit me. Definitely more of a little, like, lighter weight, not the ZT that I love, like, but still cool. All right, so anyway, we get into chunkers now. So since we're talking about ZTs, my favorite little chunking ZT. You gotta use the term little, right? Because relative, it's all relative, right? All right, so anyhow, my favorite little chunker is this 456. I love this little guy. The blue stuff, man, honestly, it ain't really me. I know, Jake, you're gonna be like, damn, you like the blue. I know. All of the color stuff, I'm pretty much titanium and black. That's my thing. Like any stone wash, acid wash, DLC, any version of titanium with black, you got me. I'm cool. You start adding colors, you might lose me quick. So anyhow, you know I am. Love this ZT. Probably one of the best flippers for push button that I've ever felt myself. Like, just for push button. I don't know, cool fucking knife. A little chunky ass knife. I got my case right here, so I'm just kind of gonna roll through some of these. No particular order, just feel like showing them. Not even really discussing that much about it, just really showing them more than anything else. Just one of them kind of days, you know what? The other one that I was kind of undecided about for a while there was this, the fuck's this Medford called? Infraction. Infraction. And I've taken mine apart and modified it and all that stuff, and I've got on videos, my own pocket clip. Y'all seen this shit, y'all know it. I come to the realization that the knife is good if I have a purpose for the knife, but it's not really I'm always getting hung up on it. It's not a sit around and play with kind of knife. Like, if I got to take it out and actually use it for something, I don't mind it. The finger tool's just big enough for my finger to get in. I mean, just big enough. Barely. And overall, it's a well-made knife. It's not one for fondling, you know? Some knives are, some knives aren't. I can do that sometimes, finger flicking. That's about what this knife boils down to for me. Even with the pocket clip, yeah, it's cool to have in the collection. I'm not gonna say I regret buying it. I'm cool to have it, you know? Just, I ain't looking for no more of them, that's for sure. Medford in general, like, they're kind of hit and miss. They either agree with you or they don't, right? And I like big chunky knives. Don't say I don't. But that one, give or take, man. Given the choice to do it again, probably wouldn't. No lie. But it's cool. It's what it is. You know, they can't all be winners. Sorry about that sun coming back through here. I'm in a shipping container, the sun's kind of going down, so it is what it is. Hold back, Alpha Hunter, Alpha Tactical War Hunter, whatever the hell that, Alpha Tactical something, whatever. It's the collab, it's the Mini Wars. I think there's a full size one that's got 4-inch blade. I want to say this was like 3.3, 3.5. I don't give a shit about specs. You really care, look it up. All right. I like the knife. It's a cool knife, but when I was talking about it a minute ago with the acoustics and the feel and all being hauled out, like, let's see if I can get this in the light where you can see it. No, you ain't gonna see that direction, are you? Nah, you ain't gonna be able to see it. This, when you take it apart, it's all, the whole thing in here is pocketed, both sides. They got it as lightweight as they can. Plus on the actual scales themselves, with the ball grooves they got in there, this thing is super lightweight. So it surprises you how lightweight it is, but it just lacks that feel, man. Like, man, I wish it was just one solid slab side piece, man. Like, that's my style. But this thing for usefulness, like if you got to scrape stuff, let's see if I can demonstrate, we all can see it. Like, so get in behind the shovel and just put your finger here and then lay it down and scrape. If you got to scrape something, this thing is the shit, man. I love this thing. It's kind of a weird shaped blade. I'm not gonna say it's not. And I've come to realize that when these angles are that much, when they vary that much from the, you know, on the Tanto, I mean, you got a little bit of an angle on every Tanto. It's gonna be slightly different usually anyhow than the main bevel. This thing's pretty good and slicey right here. The transition through something sucks. It's just that kind of knife. So if I carry a knife like this, I usually carry something like a drop point or something where I know I can slice all the way through something and not worry about it. Because this one you can get in here and do, like, you know, your paracord cuts or your strap, whatever you're gonna do with it, and it does fine. But it's just not good for like cardboard slicing. Like, unless you stay right in that groove, not the best. This one's on bearings. The bearings on this one aren't as good. The action is not as good as the Husky. Husky definitely kills us. But this is, I think, don't quote me on this. Don't quote me. 6, maybe 8 years ago, this one came out. I don't know. It may be a newer one. I don't know. It's not like they put the date on. You know, this one's in crew wear. So you tell me when that came out. I don't know. I'm rambling anyhow. It's a rambling ass video. But like I said, you make it to the end, it's gonna be something cool for you. All right. This one, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. Brandon Thrashin, he showed one on his channel. And I talked to other people about this, Killer Knives, Brass Brigade Jason. I've talked to other people about the AR, and I've been like in and out on it. Like, do I really care? I got a Strider. I like the SMF. I've had the AR. I didn't own one, but I've had one in hand, like the full-size AR liner lock. SMF's always been the Strider for me, man. So like, when I see the other Striders, I kind of know I've already been down that road. I've tried them, just doesn't end up liking what I like. But for some reason, when Brandon showed that AR, I was like, you know what, dude? I just need to pull the trigger and get one, just to see, because it is a Medford Strider, and I like two of my favorite kind of style of knives. So I went ahead and got the 3/4 AR. And if you ain't seen it already on my Instagram or whatever, this one's got the frag built into it, and I think Anthony Griffith, which I believe is a knife maker out of North Carolina. Hopefully I'm right about this. Anyway, somebody else besides Medford or Strider put the frag in it, and I'm assuming did all the anno work. I don't know whether that's, I'm assuming it's electronically done versus the flame. I don't know. I need to start playing with some finishes. I'm machining parts. I should play with finishes. I should get better at this shit, you know. Just have it. Overall on this one, I think I dig it, man. I think for all the short chunky ones I'm showing you today, currently, it's probably my favorite. I'm definitely a Foster bronze person, but I'm also a thumb stud. The whole, some days it works for my fingers, some days it don't, man. These hands is old and beat up, man. Like, I'm 48 years old. I've worked my hands. Like, I work with my hands, but I've worked my hands, you know what I mean? This one was cool because I told you all I've been doing a lot of trading on the Reddit, the R Knife Trader, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. So anyway, dude had a trade thing out there, and he was trying to trade a 562, I think just a regular scale 562, for an out the front. Quite honestly, I never use my OTF. I mean, not never, ever do I carry that thing. Just 1,000 other options I'd much rather carry. So I figured, obviously a ZT fanboy, right? So let's just build a ZT collection. I'm kind of into that anyhow, to be honest with you. Like I don't carry ZTs that much, but I like the collection of the ZTs for some reason. We all different, right? We all like different shit. I guess I missed a lot. You know, I was into knife collecting, and then, you know, financially I kind of had to step away from it, take care of some other things. Once I did and came back, a lot of models that I missed, I had to go back and get. And I got a lot of them. I'm still on the hunt for some, but I've got a lot of them back now, and I'm pretty proud of that. But anywho, I'm making a long story even fucking longer, you know? So I swapped dude, Microtech, Ultratech. It was a blade show. I've got other videos on it. Really care, go back and look. Brass Brigade Jason had a little quick cameo of it on one of his videos too. But I figured, what the hell, man? Like, the dude wants the OTF. I'd rather have a ZT. I'm gonna send him the ZT. Well, dude apparently thought it was a lopsided trade. He thought that I was giving him more than he was giving me. So he actually threw in an Hest, like a DPX Hest. And Hest, whatever, how the fuck you say it. I've had one of these before. I had the one with the green scale on it, almost just like this. And this was made by Lion Steel. I think the blade I had was slightly different than this. And this is a little guy. I mean, for me anyhow. So I don't know, just over 3-inch blade or something like that. But that's got that nice chunky blade. Fuck yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I love this shit, man. And I just know there's something about this fucking knife, man. I'm gonna put an edge on it. I haven't really done a whole lot of cutting with it since I got it. Just something about that chunkiness. And what else I like about this, and which I didn't like about, let's say, the Hoback. Medford's better, but definitely the Hoback. Is, look at that relief, man. Let's see if I can get in here. Let you see. There you go. Look at that relief where you can get in there and get your finger in there. It's super easy, man. All knives should be that easy, dude. I love that shit. Whenever I start making knives, which I'm planning on trying, I'm pretty much making all the other parts anyhow. I'll get to making them eventually. I'm definitely gonna make it where you get a nice relief. This thing's got some funky stuff going on with it. Like, you can feel some weirdness in the lock bar. I think it has to do with this little funky guy right here. They should have just put an LBS in it and be done with it. But it's got like a lock thing where, you know, when it's locked open, you're supposed to turn that little gidgy gadget thing, and it's supposed to lock the knife. And it's hokey pokey bullshit. It's kind of like that Sandstorm that I got up running, and I just fixed it with an LBS and be done with it. You know, like, just made it like a Hinderer style lock bar stabilizer. It just makes it way easier. But there's something funky going on. You can feel the vibration in this thing. Something's weird going on. I don't know if I will, but I'm planning on it eventually. Because I got so many fucking projects I line up for myself anyhow. Make it a titanium scale for this. I got a couple other projects, and I think I got to finish a pocket clip for a dude on Reddit, actually, for another trade. He asked me to make a pocket clip, which I thought was a cool idea. I'll show you guys if I get it good. Well, I'll show you guys either way. Even if I fuck it up, I'll still show it to you, just for the hell of it. And after that, another potential trade, which hasn't 100% ironed itself out yet, but I sent him a knife, and he may or may not sell me one or use that knife in partial trade, or may just buy it out. But Rocky asked for like a titanium scaled sawtooth. Only had G10s ones I was letting go. So he's checking that one out. If he likes it, I'm gonna make him a titanium scale for it, and he can have his dude Cerakoted, whatever he needs to do. Man, I'm a fucking rambling motherfucker today. Sorry about that. Well, kinda not really either. You clicked on the fucking video, didn't you? All right, so we get on chunky, and then like, so lately here I've been watching other channels and getting some, I guess, outside influence, if you call it. Clip Point, them guys is pretty cool. I like watching their shit because it's like two dudes sitting around bullshitting, but it's almost like you're in the room with them, bullshitting with them. I kind of dig that shit. And, you know, aside from a few people that have my phone number that I can just, you know, kind of talk about stuff, which I'll get into in a second, you know, there's not a whole lot of people, two dudes at work, that can kind of sort of bullshit about knives. They ain't really in it, they just like them. Okay, so they ain't really into the knife community thing. Haven't really gone that deep yet. Maybe in the future, you know, people do their own thing. Anywho, Clip Point's always talking about traditional knives. They into Medfords and shit too, but they're always talking about traditional knives. I've always been the point where, or the type of person that, like, I don't deviate what I like to carry. So I like to carry big, chunky fucking knives. Like, that's just how I am. On occasion, slightly, I'll carry this guy. And it's a big chunky fucking, I don't know, you can tell me what GEC that is. It had the other blade on the other side, but yeah, I'm a bit of a heathen. I snapped it off doing something, who the hell knows. just kind of took care of the rest of it. But yeah, this thing's got tons of use and abuse. We still ain't really done shit with it, but it's cool to have a traditional knife in the mix every now and then. So basically, Clip Point inspired me to start carrying that, and I don't always do shit like that, but for a knife like this is like, I wouldn't say backup. This is like, what do you call it, tertiary? Third choice. This is usually goes behind my wallet, and it's basically like, if someone around me, some dumbass asks for a fucking knife, I'm probably gonna hand them this one, because I ain't gonna hand them a good one, that's for damn sure. One last to show you, and we're almost to the good stuff as far as news and stuff goes. Okay, so this one, I've done a video on it before. This was a Boker, and this one is early on. I think it's like under the 200. I can't read it because I don't have my glasses on. Y'all can probably see it better than I am, whatever number that is. They call them the Pipsqueaks, Boker Pipsqueak, but he has his own model called the Pimp Squeak. I would really like to get one of those, but I dig Neil Blackwood stuff, man. A lot of that recurve stuff, which, you know, Satu's recurve. Like, I just dig the recurve, man. I know a lot of people don't. I don't know if it's because it's just sharpening thing or what. I've never really had any problem sharpening it anymore than anything else, but this one was basically an engagement gift for me to my wife, where she was trying to get me one as well at the same time. But we've got 2 or 3 other ones since then. They were over that serial number 200, and they just sucked. And what's the significance of the serial number 200? As Neil Blackwood was in Germany when they did the first 200. After that, it was a 2nd run, 3rd run, 4th run, whatever, you know. But, you know, this is really the only Boker, and I've owned, I don't know, a dozen or more Bokers. This is the only Boker that I ever kept. And this is the only Boker that I would see as the quality worth keeping. Most Bokers suck to me. So my 2 cents, if you're looking for a Boker, sorry, I think they suck. For the most part, sorry, Boker. Sorry, not sorry, actually. So I'm just gonna play with this knife and tell y'all a quick story. So it's kind of humbling. I don't want to say humbling, but I don't know how to put this right. They did the live knife rights rally last weekend, right? Sorry if you hear the one. My dog right here. I'll show him here in a second. They did all that last weekend. I work, man. I work a lot. I work a full-time job in a machine shop. My wife and I own a business, and I basically do that almost every night, all day Friday, all day Saturday, and usually like today, it's like midday Sunday. It's probably like 4 o'clock-ish or something. I got tons of business paperwork I got to do when I get done recording this. So I'm only able to get in and out that live, you know, a second here, second there, whatever else. But I try to support it best I could, right? Like, you know, watching it, commenting. I get in when I can, listen to it when I can. Sometimes I just had the headphones on and I was able to listen. But, you know, I try to participate, try to be part of the positive part of the knife community in that regard. And I did. I made a significant donation and also joined at not just the member tier, but a higher tier, to Knife Rights. I think you should support stuff like that, especially when it's affecting you and your hobbies. Like, and I'm not a political person, so, you know, it was just something I wanted to do, I guess. All right. But I won that shit, dude. Like, if y'all didn't know, well, only like 2 of you probably know anyhow. So, Jake, thanks for helping me celebrate. And actually, Stevie Wonder Woman, man. Dude, that was so awesome of you to reach out and congratulate too. I really did appreciate that, man. Like, it seems kind of stupid, but like, you know, so many people care about knives, and then so many people know about knife rights rallies, and so many people know people who won the contest for it. So, like, you know, we're getting smaller numbers, and then to be actually to kind of celebrate with somebody, pretty fucking cool, man. Like, so anyway, I won the knife rights rally. The reason I'm telling y'all that like this is, my wife and I have an agreement here. The knife thing for us, I've got a cap. I've got a cap of 40 folders I'm allowed to keep, because I will go way the fuck over that shit, and I will buy crazy shit, right? I just, the nature of probably all of us want to, lately here I have the means, put it that way, okay? Working the 2 jobs has afforded me to be able to do pretty much what I want with knives. And the people who know me in real life can attest that I try to give away the stuff that I don't like. Like, I honestly do. I try to, filter it down, and instead of like selling and trading, which I do trade, but I trade on a higher level, I guess. But like, say, like, I don't want to sound like a fucking conceited asshole, but let's say it's under a $200 knife. That's givable to me. That's not, most of the time I don't sell it, it's just givable. Like, it's not that big of a hit, man. You know, like somebody else can use it and enjoy it, I give it away. The reason I'm saying that is that there's probably only, probably less than 20 people gonna see this video. Out of that 20, I'm over 20 minutes right now. I'm betting you there's less than a handful of people watching this at the end, right? I can almost guarantee there's less than a handful of people watching this at the end. All right, so if you watched that knife rights rally and you watched the giveaway, you seen what the package A was. I won the package A, okay? I definitely want to check out the knives. I'm not saying I don't want to check them out. But if you want one, anybody that's watching this video, one of those knives, I plan on keeping the Ritter because to me, the American-made knife from the man who started knife rights kind of seems like a cool-ass way of keeping something that's cool as shit, right? All right, so if you want one of the other knives, just hit me up. Just hit me up. First come, first serve. That's how it works, right? If none of y'all got there or none of y'all want one of those knives, it's all good. I'll probably do something on Instagram and do, I don't know, giveaway, or maybe I'll do a trade or whatever the hell it is. But because of my situation with my wife, I'm capped at 40 knives, which I'm probably over that right now. My buddy Jake's kind of holding on to a couple and making the peace right at this point. The other thing is my wife's very much way down the wing of the rightness, way further than I am. Like, I just put it that way, all right? I'm kind of more libertarian, and, you know, like Joe Jergensen was my candidate last election. So any of y'all give a shit about that, that's where I'm at on it. Y'all, everybody got to, I ain't going down the political thing because God, I hear it enough anyhow. I'm so tired of hearing that shit. This ain't about that. It's about knives, right? Fuck yeah, it's about knives. So anyhow, basically, I want to spread the gift out. So, oh yeah, I forgot about this too. This is so humbling, dude. So I had just won the Knife Dudes Thanksgiving draw, and I literally, I can't believe it, but I was more excited about the swag than the knife on that one. But I'll get to that in a second. I did something cool with him too, so it might come out, it may not. But I got that knife coming that he's giving away, which I believe is a little penguin, QSP penguin, which I've never seen, never held. So it'd be cool to check it out. Like all these knives that most you YouTuber reviewers see or get to handle or whatever else, it'd be cool to kind of check them out, right? I'm not in that loop of less expensive knives, so we say. And the other deal with me and my wife is she doesn't like Chinese made shit. So everything Chinese has to go. I can check it out. She don't have no problem with, especially winning and me checking the knife out, but it's gone or I'm done. Like, that's just our deal between me and her, right? Like, it ain't nobody else's business. I don't know why I gotta explain it to you. I'm just letting you know that the Chinese knives can't stay in my collection. Not because I don't think they're good quality, because the ones I've seen, the ones that people recommended, like the ones I got from Brandon and Fix and stuff, dude, I would love to keep the Sandstorm. It's a badass fucking knife, man. But it's just, you know, we all got wives, whatever, you know, partners, whatever, no judgment. So anywho, man, I know I rambled like a motherfucker on this one. If you made it this far and you want a fucking knife, just let me know which one you want. Simple as that. I'm gonna give them away. Just like I did, yeah, I forgot about that one too. When I won the Tri-State, when, you know, Tri-State has a little thing about his marriage, yeah, I won that rally too. I won three freaking raffles. I had a rally, but the biker in me coming out. 3 freaking raffles this year I won. On top of doing good financially and people do what I want. So like, I'm very humble, very humble. You know, I don't know when I'm going to get the knives. I'm gonna guess next week, maybe the week after. And this pretty much goes out to like anybody that watches that knows them knives, knows what's going on, just hit me up. I appreciate y'all watching. I'm a rambling motherfucker today. Later, fellas.